Hey guys, it's Kristen here. I hope that you can see my screen. So I want to talk to you guys about how I organize my month. And I will say that I am not the most organized person. It might seem like I am, but I'm not. I am a blue yellow, which does not mean that I'm organized. So to help myself stay organized, I've adopted a few systems. And so I'm going to go ahead and share with you. So one thing I recently did was created a calendar for myself, and I shared it with my team as a team calendar. So this is April, so I'm actually working ahead a little bit, and just so my team gets the hang of it, and so that we know what's going on, and so that I know what's going on. So I'll start with my month. So you'll see on Friday, April 1st, I have CTA free group. So what in the heck does that mean? CTA means call to action. So that means I'm going to post a call to action on my like page for a free group. So what is my free group? Well, you could do a lot of different free groups, but this month I decided to mix it up a little bit, and I'm doing an ab and squat challenge, which is right here. And I'm just running it for 7 days. And included in that, I'm also going to give a meal plan and accountability. I chose not to do a month-long group just because I'm afraid that I might lose interest myself. But I know that other coaches do a longer month-long, 3-week, 2-week-long exercise challenge group. So I might do that in the future. But for right now, I'm just going to do a 7-day one. And this actually doesn't start until I think it's April 4. And I already have 16 people in it. So I'm pretty excited that I already have interest. So let me go back to my calendar. So back to my calendar. So Friday, the first thing I do at the beginning of the month is I always run something for free. So like I said, this month I'm doing an ab and squat challenge. Sometimes I'll do a clean eating group. Sometimes I'll just do a straight up 30-day accountability group, something like that. So first thing I do beginning of the month is I set up for my free group, which will start on April 4. So right now for Friday the 1st, I'm going to do a CTA for the free group. Saturday, on my like page again, I'm going to do a CTA for a free group. It'll probably be the same words or the same picture, different words, or a different picture and the same words. So it'll be similar because that cuts out the work for me. And then Sunday the 3rd, I'm going to do my last CTA for my free group, and I'll probably post on there like last call. Then Monday, I start my free group, which of course this time is my abs and squat challenge. So then I'll run that free group from the 4th through the 10th. So that free group is going to be going on then. So now I'm done getting people in my free group, so I need to move my attention to my challenge group because my challenge group is going to start the 18th. So I'm not going to be posting about my challenge group like the 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th because those people should have already purchased. So I need to work backwards about 2 weeks and start posting about it ahead of time. So I am going to post about my free group on Tuesday the 5th, on Thursday the 7th, and by then I should usually have enough people to fill my challenge group just by posting those 2 times. So that's what I do. So my call to actions for that week is on the 5th and on the 7th. And then on the 9th, I message my free group people because they're almost at the end of their challenge, and I ask them if they want to continue, and I get a lot of challenge groups people from there. Now you'll notice on the 9th it says push power of 6. On the 10th, push power 6, 11, push power 6, 12, push power 6, 13, push power 6, and 14, push power of 6. What in the world does that mean? Well, the push power of 6 is a play on the power of 3s. So I do the power of 3s at very, very minimum every day. Most days I do like the power of 15. But at the very least, I do the power of 3s. And I, on day 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, do double the work. Why? Well, what is my goal by the 15th of every month? It's to get Success Club 5. That is my non-negotiable. I better get my butt in gear, and I better have it by Success Club 5. I do not like to wait till the end of the month. I don't like the stress. I don't like the deadlines. By the 15th of the month, if I do not have Success Club, I need to be pushing. So that's something that I do for myself. And one of the reasons is I don't like the stress of the end of the month. But the second reason is if I am having a tough month and I don't get it by the 15th, I still have 15 more days to make it happen. So at the very minimum, I know by the 30th, I will get Success Club 5. Hopefully I'll have Success Club 10, but I know at the minimum, I've given myself to the 15th, and if it doesn't happen, I keep pushing all the way until I have Success Club 5. So, all right, let's go back to Sunday the 10th. It says CTA coaching number 1. So once again, call to action coaching number 1. So I made 3 coaching posts and I scatter them through the last 3 weeks of the month. So you'll see CTA number 1 is on the 10th, and then you see it again on the 21st, and then you see it again on the 27th. I made them once. I used them 3 times a month, over and over and over again. Yeah, I might change them up a little bit, but for the most part, they say about the same thing, and whatever. Then I have a CTA number 2 for coaching. I'm putting that on the 12th, on the 17th, and where is it? And the 25th. And then my CTA number 3, which once again, just a different picture with different wording than the other 2, is going to be on the 14th, on the 23rd, and on the 24th. So I mix them up and I spread them out so that hopefully my people don't notice that they're super repetitive. And if I come up with a new one along the way, I might add it to the lineup, but I like to keep it pretty simple, so I use a lot of the same things. I always run a Live What is Coaching event the 3rd Monday of the month. I have team calls the other 3 Mondays of the month. So we have it the 1st, 2nd, and 4th Monday, and the 3rd Monday, I expect my team to be on the Live What is Coaching. And you'll notice again, the 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th is my push power of 6. That's when I am pushing at the end of the month to get that Success Club 10 if I haven't gotten it already. And then I start all over again and I run that free group. Then in May, I'll do the same thing. I'll run the free group, then I'll move into the challenge group, and then I'll move into coaching. So I follow a plan for the month, and that keeps me pretty organized. I shared with some of you that my weakness is challenge groups. So I've just recently started using the challenge group tracker. And the great thing about the challenge group tracker is that you can schedule your posts. So I have scheduled 10 of my posts for this challenge group. I'm working on finishing the rest of the 30 days, and they all go out at about 6 a.m. in the morning. So when my challengers wake up, the first thing they see is something from me, even if I am unable to get on the computer. The other thing I really like is that you can invite your participants and you can tell how many days they've logged in. So for example, my friend Jill has done 1 workout, 1 Shakeology, and she's posted 3 times. So I can keep track of who is on track and who isn't. So Sarah Morgan hasn't worked out or drank Shakeology and hasn't posted, but it just started today, so she just might not have logged in yet. But if I start to notice that the last active, so this one was 3 hours ago, I was active. But if I start to notice that it's been 48 hours or whatever, I know to send them a message. And that's something I've always struggled with on Facebook, is it's really sometimes kind of hard to tell when the last time your people checked in, and I'm not very organized, so I always had a hard time doing that. So I'm hoping the challenge group tracker is going to help me with that. The other thing that I use to keep organized is Asana, and I'm sure you guys have seen me post about this, but so Asana is basically just a giant to-do list database. So this is what it looks like. So I just have people's names in there and things I have to do, and if I view it by due date. So today I have to contact Leah, I have to contact my free customers and check my check-ins for my challenge group, and then tomorrow, these are all the people that I have on my list to talk to. So they might just be, which there's a lot of them, There and like things like recipe group giveaway, my accountability group. There's other little random things in there, but it's great because you can keep notes on people. So Rochelle, let's see, we became friends on February 23, and I'm really just getting to know her. Let's see, Jacqueline, I got to talk to her tomorrow because she wants to order a program, so I'm going to message her tomorrow. And it's really good to stay personal with people. Like, for example, I had a girl who told me that her basement flooded, and so I made note of it in here, and I set my due date, which is right here. You can set a due date. For about 10 days later, I messaged her and asked her how her basement was, and this just reminds me to ask how people are doing and things like that. And another customer of mine, her husband had surgery, so I put the surgery date in there, and I made sure today I asked her how his surgery went. And it's not that I'm a jerk, that I don't want to make sure I ask them about it. It's just that I flat out can't remember everything. So this has been really great for keeping me on task. So hopefully between creating a roadmap for how your month is going to look, how you're going to flow from your free group into your challenge groups into coaching, and hit the 15th, you hit Success Club 10, and on the 30th, you should be at 15th hit Success Club 5, and the 30th, hopefully Success Club 10. And you know what, if it doesn't happen, at least you're on the right track. I try to hit Success Club 10, but sometimes it doesn't happen. Right now it's, the 21st, and I'm at Success Club 7. So I'm still trying, and if I don't hit it by the end of the month, that's okay, because I set my goal for the 15th to get Success Club 5, so I'm not stressed out. I know I got Success Club 5, and if I get Success Club 10, even better. But anyway, so that's how I do it. This has been a long process. Like I said, I'm not very organized, and I hope that you can take one or two little tidbits from here, and hopefully that'll make this job not only very simple, but very fun. So that's all I have for you. Thanks, guys. Bye.